All right, we have, yes, in the black there.
Donnie's pretty much top after seeing that, Jackie Chan, Tony Jaa Wu King. Right now, do you actually think it's difficult for him to top himself, or does he have some new ideas for us to expect?
The question was, does Wilson think that it's difficult because every film Donnie does, he seems to go farther and farther. Is it difficult for Donnie to continue to top what he does previously? Is that a challenge for him?
He can, with me.
And just mentioned that they're actually kind of almost a trilogy because there's SPL, Dragon Tiger Gate, and also this. So it's their third outing with Donnie. Okay, let me get someone in the back there. Over on the side, yes. Why is the time period of 1997 the time just before the handover of Hong Kong back to China from the British is for the story?
因為政策嘅問題啦，同國內合作，所以國內會覺得我哋香港係97年前係比較亂啲嘅，都好累啲嘅，所以就可以。要設計喺97年前，97年後就安定發嚟嘅。
It is a matter of politics because from the mainland China's perspective, Hong Kong before 1997 was quite a mess. It was, a lot of violence, a lot of chaos, and after the handover in '97, now it's all stable. Everybody's happy, so. Yeah.
More chaotic times. Is there anyone in the balcony who's got a question? I'm not sure ignore you guys, but you're quiet. Okay. Hold on, just want to get on the side there. Okay, yes.
What was the most difficult part of filming Flashpoint?
What was the most difficult part of shooting this film for you?
最困難都係同甄子丹溝通咯，即係因為同佢我都俾好多喺佢嘅動作上嘅情緒上嘅意見，咁但係佢有佢獨特嘅諗法，咁所以喺 ending 呢場戲會最困難。有時我會覺得佢打得多啲，就係有時我覺得佢唔夠痛。即係唔夠俾人打得多咁樣。
The most difficult part was to communicate with Donnie because he has his own ideas and opinions about fighting and shooting the action scenes, and I had a certain vision to achieve in character development and the story. And so, for example, the last scene, ending scene, the long fighting sequence. Sometimes I thought it was too long, too much fighting. Sometimes I thought it was not thorough enough. Maybe he wasn't hit enough. So that was the communication problem that was the most difficult.
Front row here.
What are your influences, and where do you see Hong Kong film and cinema going in the future?
The question is, what is Wilson's influences, and where does he see Hong Kong cinema going forward in the future?
My idols, my inspirations are John Woo and Johnny To. And the way I see the Hong Kong film industry is that it's in a dangerous position. We might see less made in Hong Kong movies, but we might see a lot more Asian movies, a lot of collaborations with mainland China. So that's what I see it, how I see it.
And this was a China-Hong Kong kind of collaboration. Yeah. And we've got time for one last question on the end here, sir.
Really like the MMA in the film. There's a lot of trends these days to use wires in film. It looked like you didn't use any. You did some good work with that. Looked realistic. What do you think about wire work in action films?
The great thing about wire work is when you don't see it.
首先 MMA 呢種打法係即係甄子丹佢好想，即係佢覺得而家全世界最好打嘅都係用 MMA 嘅拳手，咁佢又成日推薦俾我，咁所以佢係佢嘅夢想嚟嘅拍成，咁用威亞嘅嘢，我覺得睇下戲種咯，有啲戲我覺得有時用都加咗個反應嘅力度都冇乜所謂，但係喺呢部戲就除咗架車撞到個人飛起嗰度有啲睇到有，其他都冇用。咁因為係希望甄子丹我都好希望比較真實少少嘅打咗。
In terms of MMA, it's really Donnie's dream to make a movie featuring MMA fighting. He thinks that the best fighters now in the world are MMA fighters. So that's why he insisted on using a lot of MMA style techniques. In terms of making movies with wires, it really depends on the genre of the movie. Sometimes it really augments the force, the strength. In the effect, it really doesn't matter. But for this film, the only scene that we used wires was where where Archer was kind of hit and he was flying into the air. That was the only scene we used wire. Other than that, everything else was real. Because Donnie and I had this vision of making it look realistic, so we decided against it.
All right. Thank you very much. And we still have 2 more nights to go. Tomorrow night we have Crazy Japanese Giant Monsters in Dynabunchin. And we probably have one of the most extreme horror films inside. And if you guys are taking pictures or doing any videos, you can put them to the Midnight Madness blog. You can get to it off of the TIFF website, or you can send them to, we're going to post it up on the blog, ultra8pictures@gmail. That's ultra and the number 8pictures@gmail.com. Send us your pictures and we'll put them up to share with the world. Thank you very much.